Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whenever you're watching this, guys. It's cold outside, hence the massive jacket on tonight. I'm just walking home from the gym. Been a little quiet since I got back. I'll try and turn it so I've got some light on my face. Been a little bit quiet since I got back from Boston. Unfortunately, I had a few days where I wasn't feeling so well, and to be honest with you, I'm a bit of a wimp when I don't feel well, so that didn't help. But just better get out of the road. But I'm feeling good now, so it's all good. So just wanted to give you a little bit of an update, really. I'm flying tomorrow. Got quite a big day planned for tomorrow. I'm going to probably fly down to Land's End, so that's quite a big flight from where I am. And I'm testing out some new camera equipment, well, a new camera position. So I will make something tomorrow, probably be today by the time you're watching this, and I'll put it out. I've got a couple of different, well, there's a new angle I want to try. I've got a camera facing back on me. I've never tried it before, so hopefully it will look good. So we'll see. But I wanted to talk to you about something. I was walking to the gym this evening and bumped into a lad that I know, a young guy. He's basically a bodybuilder. Yeah, he's a big old lad and he trains hard and stuff. And the last time I saw him, he said, yeah, I'm getting ready for a show. And he seemed really psyched up and motivated. And I haven't seen him for a while. And I saw him today and he said, I'm not going to do it. I just don't quite, it's not right. I don't feel big enough. I'm not quite ready. I'm going to take a bit more time and I'm going to do another show and I'm going to come in bigger and better. And I just thought to myself, that's a real shame, because at some point in your mind, it's very dark here, isn't it, guys? Sorry, you can't see my face. At some point, you have something in your mind has just clicked, and you have told yourself that you're not good enough, you're not big enough. And I'll tell you one thing, I see this a lot in the gym that I train in, and just people I know. There's lots of young, fit guys that are all, they're in good shape, and they all talk about doing competitions. And now you guys won't know this, but 13 years ago, it's quite a long time ago now, 13 years ago, I actually, my whole life was lifting weights. I was a personal trainer. That's all I really did. And I competed in a bodybuilding show. You won't believe it, certainly to look at me now. But actually, I looked pretty good, and I'll dig out some of the pictures and try and post them on Instagram or something. So I have been there, and I do know what I'm talking about, although it's a while ago. I do admit it's a while ago, but I've been there and I've stood on stage. I didn't win, I came third, but it was good, and it takes a lot of discipline to do these things. It's very, very easy to talk about it. And there's a lot of people that will talk about doing it. They say, nah, if I go into a show, I'm going in to win. I'm going to be the best. And they've never, been lifting weights for a few years, and they've never even competed once. And I just thought, when I was chatting to this guy earlier as I was walking into the gym, I just thought, it's a shame that you've sort of, something has just clicked in your mind and you don't feel you can do it anymore. Because the reality is, if I was a betting man, I will bet money that he doesn't do another show, and that pattern will just keep going on, and there'll always be a reason why it's not quite right. It's not the right time. He's not big enough. He's not lean enough. Something happened. This has happened. I can almost guarantee it. I hope it doesn't, but I can guarantee it. And I thought to myself, you'd be so much better off pushing through that kind of period of feeling a bit down and despondent, and perhaps you can't do it or you don't feel that good. And even if you don't win or you don't place, look, as long as you don't look completely out of touch with the rest of the competitors, as long as you don't stand on that stage and look completely stupid, as long as you look like you should be there, who cares if you don't place? I'll tell you something, it takes a lot more, and I've got a lot more respect for people who actually get up and do something, and they're there, they're on stage, or they're in the arena, they're doing it. Even if they don't do that well, in my eyes, that person has achieved so much more. I'm going to stand under here for a few minutes. That person has achieved so much more than the person who keeps putting it off because they're too good. Well, I'm not going to do that because I want to win and I'm not ready at the moment. And then the years go past and they've never even done it once. And so the reason why I wanted to sort of film this quick bit tonight, guys, I know a lot of people watch my vlogs and my sort of ramblings every now and then. And if any of you are thinking about doing something, it doesn't matter what it is, but you're not quite sure how you're going to do, or you're a little bit worried because you may not be as good at it as you think, I'm telling you, don't worry about it. Just do it, because once you do it, you can only get better. So I came away from chatting with this guy tonight thinking that's a real shame, because you could have carried on, you could do your show, you could do it, but you've chosen not to, and something's clicked in your mind. And this is what I mean, guys. There's a car coming. Life is a mental game. It really is. And to be honest with you, I still struggle. You know, I'm working on a big project now. It will be announced on the 1st of March. And oh shit, you know, a lot of the time I think, oh shit, I've bitten off way more than I can chew here. How the hell am I going to do this? But you know what? You're never going to learn, you're never going to grow, and you're never going to get better if you don't push yourself. But the problem is, when you're out of your comfort zone, you don't want to be there. Your brain starts telling you that it's okay to do something else, and you create this alibi, this story in your head that there's a reason why you're not doing it. Yeah, you know, what's the worst that can happen? Let's use this as an example, okay? Not necessarily me, but this lad I was speaking to, he wants to compete in this bodybuilding show, or it might have been a physique show, I'm not sure. But you know what? What's the worst thing that could happen? I mean, he's not in bad shape, so he's never going to look like a joke on stage. The worst thing that could happen is he gets up there and he maybe doesn't place, or he doesn't finish in the top 3. But he's got that experience of going through the diet, going through the routines, knowing what to expect. And so, you know, when he goes back, he can be even better. But because he's given up on the show and he's like, I'm going to do it again, he's not going to get that experience. And it's unlikely he will, because that pattern will probably carry on. And I that's why I felt compelled to say something tonight, guys. Everyone talks. I'm telling you, talk means nothing. And if I've said this once, I've said it 1,000,000 times. The man who talks is worthless, but the man who simply does and just quietly goes about his business is the man you want to be. I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about, guys. You know, there's a lot of people out there that are quite articulate, they're quite smart, and they're very good at coming up with all these clever reasons why they're not doing this and that, and they make it out that they're very smart, but they're not, because they're coming up with excuses, and excuses are just not a smart thing. So to all of you guys that are watching this, there you go. I just wanted to share some things that I've been going through my head this evening. I was doing some cardio and I was thinking about this, and that's why I wanted to share it. But anyway, guys, that's enough rambling from me. I'm going to get something out tomorrow. Like I said, I'm flying tomorrow. I'm testing out another couple of camera angles, a few bits, and we'll get some cool flying footage, because that last vlog that I did went down quite well. I also shot some stuff out in America, so I'll edit something together and get that out as well, guys. Also, a few people have ordered the book, and I had a few people on Instagram contact me saying, oh, I finished reading your book and I think it's brilliant. So thank you ever so much. That's really kind of you. I really appreciate that. If you're watching this and you wanted to do me a favour, you know, just share on social media that you read the book and you thought it was okay. That would be greatly appreciated, guys. It's 10:30 at night. It's -2. And I need to get back home now, guys, and my day is pretty much finished now. Alright, out for now.